Good morning, campers. Amelia first. Amelia got in there. Check it out. Unboxing. That's what this video is going to be. It's not true. Just killing time while... Wow, guys, you guys are really streaming in. Well, I guess it's a Saturday. Picked a decent time to do it. What's up, everybody? Oh, God, this is so dope. Oh, my gosh. How do I get him out of here without breaking him? Well, I suppose he shouldn't break. I shouldn't be that fragile, right? Oh. Come on. Come on! Come on! That's me! How do I make it like roughly the same size of a head? About like that? How do I... Like that? He got all kind of... He's got these hands. He's got punchy fist hands. He's got kung fu grip hands, you know, in case I'm going to put a soda or something into his fist. And then he's got straight... Oh, I almost lost it. He's got straight up judo chop hands, guys. Or Trixie McAllister hands. Anybody else follow Trixie McAllister? If you don't, you should go do that. Trixie McAllister on Instagram. Hey guys, it's Trixie McAllister. So that's that. So that's... Well, point one is good morning. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Wherever you are in the world. I know the weather is not the greatest in a lot of places in the world right now. It's quite windy here in Austin, Texas. But I did get this guy. He's going to go fly. I'm going to send him out in the wind today. Second order of business. I just finished watching American Crime Story, The Assassination of Gianni Versace. If you haven't had a chance to watch that, it's on Netflix now. It was on FX. It's on Netflix now. By the way, the first American Crime Story, The People versus O.J. Simpson, was incredible, obviously. The assassination? I'm going to throw some more shushers in there. The assassination of Gianni Versace. Y'all, I can't even wrap my head around this. Like, I got to do some research and find out just exactly how much of it was, like, for real, and how much of it was extrapolated or, you know, kind of creative license. Because it is, like, it's unreal. Like, what happened? And then I didn't even know about this. I mean, I guess I was like 17 at the time, but I didn't know any of these details. And it's so tragic and sad. And it's heavy stuff. So if you're not ready to, you know, take on some heavy stuff, then, you know, give yourself a moment, or, you know, come back to it when you can. But Darren Criss, dude, you're so talented. It was so good. You also creeped me the hell out. Everybody. I mean, Penelope Cruz as Donatella. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Donatella Versace, Gianni Versace's sister. Unbelievable. I mean, everybody. It was the guy who played Versace. Who, forgive me, I'm blanking on your name. You're fantastic. Everybody was great. Kudos to Ryan Murphy and everybody over there for continuing to make really excellent content. That's first order of business. Second order of business. Recently, I was in New York. I was at Midtown Comics. I did a fan signing, and 99% of all of that was really lovely and dreamy. I would say 100%, except that now I've been seeing messages trickle in on the social medias that there were about 17 people or so who waited for many hours in the cold and didn't get into Midtown Comics for that signing. So as a lot of you guys know, that was also kind of a fun stunt that we did in a cross-promotion for Shazam with Impractical Jokers. And those guys are lovely dudes, and we had a great time. I had, in the beginning of the day, I just just to let everybody know, I made it very clear that this is a signing first and gag second, and that, you know, we really need to do right by all the people who have come out and make sure that everybody gets something signed if they've come out. And they assured me, as did Midtown Comics, that everyone would. And afterwards, they assured me that everyone had. That was the entire story that I had heard. If that's not the case, or if there was some miscommunications from Midtown or from Impractical Jokers or anyone on my side or anything, humblest of apologies from at least my side of the camp. I can assure you that no one meant that maliciously at all, and I am really sorry that happened, and I hope that I'll be able to make it up to you at some point down the road. I don't know when or how, but you know, I definitely don't want you feeling like you weren't seen or you weren't appreciated, because you are very much. That's order of business number 2. Order of business number 3. This is kind of very important one as well. So it's also come to my attention on the social medias that, and I don't know who they are because, you know, online you can hide behind fake names and avatars, but there are people out there making a lot of like really inflammatory, defamatory, and completely fictitious like reviews and posts of Brie Larson's Captain Marvel, and some like trying to pit Shazam against it, and, you know, saying they're going to support us and not them because of things that they are, by the way, making up. Things that they're saying they saw some screening and this, that, or the other is in the movie. That I just found this out last night, and for anyone out there who thinks you're doing me a favor, or you're doing Shazam a favor, or you're doing Warner Brothers, or what, you're not. This is not helping anyone or anything. There is no competition. Just because Shazam used to be called Captain Marvel way back in the day doesn't mean that somehow Brie or Marvel's Captain Marvel are pitted against us. We're both movies, and we're both going to be out in theaters at similar times, and the irony of that timing is really interesting for sure. But there is no conspiracy, guys. You need anyone out there who's holding on to some bone like they need to pick a side and pick a fight is sorely mistaken, and I really hope that you'll just chill on that. Don't go and engage in that type of behavior anymore. If you want to be passionate about either movie, rock and roll. If you want to be passionate about both movies, rock and roll. But going, this is really low blow type of stuff. To be going and lying, first of all, is just, you know, the bottom of the barrel to me. But to be lying in an attempt to discredit or defame somebody, I think is just really sad. So, please don't do that. And you know, and not even in just this situation, but in all situations. Let's all strive for more unity, strive for more peace, strive for more empathy and love and understanding of one another from every side of whatever spectrum you want to pick. If we do that, if we actively, you know, start to humanize each other again, then we can get there. I fully believe. So anyway, that was tangenting into more philosophy, but and yeah, that's about it, I think, on like the important stuff that I need to talk about. So I'll spend a few minutes. Oh, guys, it's 11:11. Make a wish. I mean, I had to. By the way, it's only 11:11 in the Central Time Zone. Now it's 11:12. Wish is gone. No more wish. All right, so yeah, let me see if I can get into some questiones. See if me can answer some questions. What do you think, me? I'm into it. You? Okay, come on. Where's the questions? Come on, guys. Questions. You've got questions. We've got answers. When am I going to record some more music? Thank you. I appreciate that you appreciate my voice. I don't know. Honestly, I was trying to very actively, this summer I was trying to put together a team to record a big band album, because I just know a lot of big band songs, and I thought, I need to just do one. I need to get some music out there. So I was going to do a big band album, and it just got kind of mucked up. There's just a lot of things going on and coordinating schedules, and so I wasn't able to achieve that. It was going to be all love songs. As I was trying to whittle down the songs that I knew that I loved, I realized that so many big band songs are love songs. And then I was like, oh, well, that seems like a fun thing to maybe instead of doing like a Christmas album, which one day I would like to do at some point. But who does Valentine's Day albums? Which, by the way, the irony of my rant on Valentine's Day is not lost on me. So to anyone out there who's also chuckling, you're in good company. I don't know. I might still do that. I might still do those exact songs and drop them next Valentine's Day or something like that. But I'd like to try and record and release something before that, even a song. I don't know. I'd like to do original music at some point, but I don't think I'm very good at writing music. Although I haven't really tried it all that much. Which musical is my favorite? I don't know. That I've done so far. I mean, I just really loved Big River. I think it's a really underrated show in many respects. It's basically the musical version of the musical adaptation, essentially, of The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. And I got to play Huck. And, it's just a great track, guys. It's just, there's a lot of 5, 6, 7, 8 to it, and it's good times. All right. Waiting on the next one. A lot of Brazil here today. There's always a lot of Brazil, and I really appreciate that, Brazil. It does kind of help that we're kind of this time zone kind of works pretty good with Brazil, I think. What do you do to reduce anxiety? Oh, man, I know. Ain't it a bitch? Anxiety's the worst, guys. I think, and by the way, I didn't even realize I dealt with anxiety until I went to intensive therapy and realized what anxiety was. I'd probably been dealing with anxiety my entire life and didn't even know it. I think a lot of us do, actually. I can't wait until we live in such a completely mental health destigmatized world that everyone's in therapy whenever we need and want, and because we all should be, I think, on some level. Because it's like paying for parenting that you never got. It's a long story. Anyway, but I think as far as what do I do right now for anxiety, prayer and meditation is honestly one of the best things that I can offer. At least that's for me. And if you're not a very spiritual person or a spiritually inclined person, meditation isn't always necessarily spiritually defined practice. There's a lot of different types of meditation, but I think so much of anxiety is just playing on our fears. You're not enough. You're not doing enough. You're failing. You're behind. All of these horrible self-talk voices that are running through our heads all the time. And I think one of the best ways to silence that is to really basically just kind of ground yourself and center yourself and accept that you are exactly where you are. And that's really powerful. If you can just accept that where you are right now is exactly where you're meant to be or where you are, and that is, and you can accept that, then that really can shut up a lot of those nonsense bullshit lies in your head. That and, use other things if you need to. And therapy can teach you a lot of these things too. Dialectic behavioral therapy and patterns that we fall into. But anyway, yeah. So look into, prayer and meditation. I highly recommend. CBD also, which by the way is legal in all 50 states as it should be. And you can get it in many different places. But I think CBD oil is magic. And I'm so glad that we're finally recognizing and appreciating that as a global society. Yeah. And you know what, by the way, actually, sorry, three other massive components. diet. Make sure you're putting good food and fuel into your body. And vitamins and supplements if need be. Sleep. Make sure you're getting good sleep. Your body needs time. Your brain needs time to chill and relax and go into a kind of the parasympathetic nervous system, and that works wonders for your physical, emotional, mental health, and physical activity, guys. This was what I was going to say. Going to the gym has saved my life. Being in the gym 5-6 days a week for the last 2 years, basically, has done leaps and bounds for me in my heart and in my mind and in my body. So all of those things I think are good, helpful in the fight against anxiety. Can Shazam introduce himself and not transform? It's an excellent question. Well, yeah, I can introduce myself. I just can't say what my name is per se. So that's kind of, I could say, hey, it's me. That's what I'll do. I have never been to Long Beach Island. No, where is Long Beach Island? Did I do my own stunts in Shazam? I did as many as they let me do, but there's a lot of stunts that they just don't let you do because it's dangerous or, things could, minor things could go wrong and you could end up with a bum hip and then, you're having a hard time acting. That's why we have doubles, and Ryan, my incredible Australian via Canadian stunt double on Shazam was awesome. Ryan Handley, you can go check him out on Instagram. Lovely dude. Oh, Bobby Dazzles. By the way, Bobby Dazzles. I mean, speaking of stuntmen, guys, go follow Bobby Dazzler84 on Instagram. He's so just heart of my heart brother that I met working on Thor: The Dark World. He doubled Chris Hemsworth and is doubled. I mean, everybody, anyone and everyone. Still hasn't doubled me yet, but that's because I needed to get a little bigger first. So, his massive frame could actually make sense doubling me. But he's such a good dude. And Hemsworth just launched this Center Fit app, which is all about health and wellness. Go check that out. Bobby's one of the, the voices and influences in that. And he's a strong, healthy, good dude. Thinks he's funnier than he really is, actually, if I'm going to be really honest, He's just been pinching Ricky Gervais since The Office. I mean, he actually kind of is like the better looking, I won't say better looking Ricky Gervais, because that's subjective. He's the larger, more ripped, model looking version of Ricky Gervais. But Ricky's still funnier. Okay? That's right, Bobby. Anyway, all right. What's the next question? I think I need to get a new filter in my You guys ever get this home? I just screwed it up. Never mind. I'm screwing it up more. What just happened? Why is music playing? Oh, it's the Cars too. Y'all, I just dropped this on my iPad and it accidentally hit some music thing, and now the Cars are playing. Can that happen always? I want that to happen all the time. Yeah, I do know tonight. What is up? I mean, should I just leave it little background music? Guys, seriously, go get the Cars greatest hits. Or just, or buy all the albums. I don't know. Hold on, I gotta figure out how to turn this off. I mean, I don't have to. Actually, no, why am I doing that? I'll just turn it down a little bit. Duh, I'm an idiot. All right. I think we're good. All right. Josh Mom, leave it. Fine. I left it. Jeez. Vegan Coholic. Hello to Turkey. The music is the Cars. It is nice music. Nerd HQ 2019. That's the plan. That's what I'm hoping for, guys. I don't know exactly when or where in 2019, but I'm shooting for it. Am I coming to KC ever? Yeah, I've been to KC, actually. I went to this awesome charity event called Big Slick 2 summers-ish ago. You should really go check it out. It's awesome. It was created by many KC natives like Paul Rudd and David Koechner and Jason Sudeikis and Rob Riggle, and just lovely dudes who really care about Kansas City. They really care about the Children's Hospital there, which is amazing. And you go visit there and you visit the kids, and so and I'm hoping. I think I'm gonna try and be back to that this year. So go check that out. What else? Let's see if I recreated this. Yes. This. Do I need to get a different filter for my coffee? Right? Like that, like the mud that's left at the bottom. Do I need it like a tighter filter or something like that to not let that stuff through? Or is that just like, that just happens? There's no getting around that. Crisp Emotions from California. Well, good for you, Crisp. It's a lovely state. I'm from Cali too. I was born in Lake Charles, Louisiana, but I was only there for a couple of months as a baby, and then we bounced. I just happened to pop out there when my dad was working in the area. So Cali's my home state, man. I love Cali a lot, but I don't love the legislation out there. I don't use Periscope anymore. Does anybody use Periscope anymore? Why? I loved Periscope when that was the live streamer, that and Meerkat, right? But now Instagram has it, so kind of don't need to do Periscope. Where in California, I grew up in Ventura, California. Go Bulldogs. And then I lived in LA for many years. You miss Sacramento, but you don't miss California? I feel like more often than not I hear it the other way around, but okay. Favorite childhood game to play? I don't know. You know what I wish we played more of still is like hide and seek. Like adult hide and seek. Like for a few years, like in my late 20s, we started playing sardines again. Like if a group of friends all went and stayed in like a big house, it was one of the greatest things ever. If you guys have never played sardines, it's kind of like it's hide and seek, but it's reverse. So essentially, no, not reverse exactly, but everybody goes and hides. Oh, one person hides. That's what it is. One person hides. So it is reverse, and then everybody has to go and try and find that person. And if you find the person, you don't call it out. You very secretly, sneakily go and hide with them wherever they've chosen to hide. So if they chose a really small spot, it gets really ridiculous and funny. Anyway, go check out, go play sardines. That was maybe my favorite childhood game. Well, I enjoy, I appreciate Tex Cranberry that you're getting to check it out. All right. You used to play hide and seek in your cars in South Africa? Did you ever play car tag? That's you know what? I'm not gonna endorse that one because that's dangerous. But in high school, we did do a bit of car tag where, like at stoplights and stuff, you would run out and tag your friend's car and then have to run back in the car. Some people almost got real hurt doing that. I wouldn't recommend that. Probably shouldn't have brought it up. Fully articulated, guys. You can do all the poses. By the way, somebody was doing like some. If you guys get this, I want to see you. Like take. Look at that. Look at that Van Damme splits action, or Chuck Norris. Any of those badasses. If you guys get these ones, or any of these, by the way, if you go and happen to purchase these toys, please feel free to send me any of your funny poses that you put him in, and maybe I'll put those on my Instagram. I'm planning on taking this guy around on the press tour and just putting him in ridiculous situations. When am I coming to Canada next? I'm going to actually be in Toronto mid-March on the Shazam press tour. They're going to be going all over the place. In fact, Toronto's a very important stop for us because we shot the movie there, and we have just a lot of love that we'd like to to give y'all in the time that we spend there. Changes hands. I like his punchy fist hands right now.